Welcome to the show. I am so excited to be here with you all tonight. Now, let's talk about what everyone is true.
Oh my God, I haven't been on here forever. But I feel so attacked, and I had to jump on here. I feel so attacked. So I'm gonna just jump right into it so you can understand why I felt so attacked. So the other day at work, I was listening to my usual podcasts in the morning time, and this particular podcast that I was listening to was a morning show, which was one of my favorites, Orlando and the Freak Show. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. And the topic of discussion that day was, there was a Reddit user that had posted about him and his wife. Him and his wife have been married for I think between 5 to 10 years. And, they have the regular ups and downs of a marriage, of a relationship, blase swaze. And he's, for the most part, he's like, they're good. He thought they were good, whatever. But they end up finding out that, the wife has some type of terminal disease or stage 4 something, and they're giving her only 3 to 6 months to live. And one of her quote-unquote make-a-wish requests is to run it back with one of her exes. Mind you, I'm into this because I want to know, I'm thinking the room is going to be divided because, mind you, if everybody know Meredith, y'all know Meredith. Meredith never stopped Meredithing. But I was kind of surprised because this is the episode where Davi was on, right? Like I said, if you're not from Tampa, Florida, you want to know what I'm talking about. But anyways, let me just jump right back into it. I was surprised that everybody had a unanimous decision of their answer. And in my head, I already knew, I was thinking about it, but I already had picked my answer. So I was thinking me and Davi would be on the same accord or whatever. So mind you, I'm surprised, what his answer was, right? So I'm really into it now. I have not a patient, but I'm dropping off food, doing DoorDash to one of my customers, not realizing because I had to wait downstairs, not realizing he was standing there the whole time listening to the whole conversation. So when I realized that, he was like, okay, this sounds very interesting. What are they talking about? So I explained to him what the topic of the discussion is, what's going on and everything like that. And he starts laughing and he's like, but you look like you're very shocked. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, so tell me what your answer would be. I promise I'm not trying to make this long. I'm not trying to make this a series. I just wanted to come on here and just really explain. But it don't look like I'm going to be able to explain all of it. But anyways, let me just say what I got to say. So he was like, your answer seemed like, it would be different. You don't agree with everybody that's saying, no, they wouldn't allow. I said, no, I was thinking opposite. And he was like, well, you got to be single. You not married, or you probably not in a relationship or something like that, because how would you allow your husband you would be okay with your husband sleeping with his ex? And I started laughing, and I was like, I wouldn't be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but you need to explain to me for me to understand why you will allow your husband to go sleep with his ex. I was like, that. And I kind of was like, God, I didn't think dropping off food was going to be, I'm going to have a debate with somebody. And I was like, to me, first, it wouldn't be like my husband is just going to go sleep with an ex. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that would be a thing that we would have to discuss. The first thing, it would be that we would have to get legally separated. Because I always felt, and it's not a religious thing with me, marriage to me has always been sacred. Especially and this is my opinion, this is how I feel like marriage for me would be. For me to put down my burdens and trust you lead my family, to protect us, to provide for us, and for me to stand by you and have 100% trust in you. That's a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, if we're not getting together, we're not getting along together, like I could just up and leave and go about my business and go about my life. Everybody says the same thing about a marriage. A marriage is like a contract, a business contract, and you have to go in there with a business, basically a business mindset, if that makes sense. So me going into a marriage is really like, it's something serious for me. I've always seen marriage like that. Like, I don't even play like that with marriages. And even if I even have an inkling that you in a relationship or married, like, you'll get cut off real, because I don't play them type of games. So that first thing would be for us to get legally separated. And he's like, okay, but what's the whole point of getting legally separated if, you know, if it's just a one-night thing? And I said, but what if it's not just a one-night thing? What if that's the one you felt like that got away? I don't want you coming back to me.
And that's our show for today. Remember, peace, love, and blessings to you all. Till next time.